Hello and welcome to First Base. This is a romance horror visual novel where you play as a character who's found themselves at the college baseball field studying one day when they happen to come across and meet the strange and mysterious ace of the team. So that's about all I know, but it's going to be interesting because apparently it also has the dairy tag for this game, so we're going to be in store for quite a hell of a game, so let's start. Well, my name is Red. Yeah, we'll go with that. We will go with, what do I feel like today? She, her. Sure, why not? College. What do you even have to say about it? It's college. There's not much to talk about. Experience thus far has proven to be normal. To be so normal that it isn't normal at all. It's boring. Never the type to really go out of your way for anything. Rarely attending your previous school's pep rallies, dances or sports festivals. But you kind of miss the option to do so now that you're here. Once you realise that, decide now was a better time than ever to try putting yourself out there. Even if out there is just a shade near the baseball field. Subconsciously find yourself walking by there every now and then, or studying a book, taking out the shoe for your psychology class. It's interesting enough of a read that you've enjoyed it, but casual enough that it doesn't take up all your attention. Sometimes you'll stop reading to watch the baseball players practice. It's a good start for you. Players are smart and fun to talk to when they're benched, and you've been able to make some friends through it, even though you don't play yourself. Another thing you're grateful for is that they're all very coordinated. Chances of being hit by a stray ball are low to none. But not zero. Low to none doesn't matter, that it won't happen eventually, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the sense of it right now. Baseball is coming straight to your face. Squeeze your eyes shut, anticipating a hard knock on your head. But it doesn't happen. Thank God. Someone caught it. Wait. Is that? Search your brain. Know that face. Upon recognition, you call out his name in confusion. Dakota? Kalai? That's me. You okay? Blinking your eyes as Dakota swiftly tosses the ball to the pitcher, you'll answer. Yeah, thank you. Don't like how red and piercing your eyes are. I think just met you're already creeping me out. I should have noticed it in time. I was a bit preoccupied with. Stumbled over your words for a second. Well, what I mean is, sorry. I was sidelined anyways, it's no problems. And the second that your smile was also creepy. Plus, you're cute. It's any guy's dream to present a cute girl like her. Face flushes. Is he flirting with you? It's only just the start. Nothing mind at all. You only heard positive things about the guy, and when you talked to him before a few times, he seemed quite nice. Though his accent was attractive, to be fair, you found a lot of things about him attractive. Oh, thank you. You're pretty cool, too. Oh yeah? You think so? I mean, yeah, of course I do. In that case, first of all, thank you very much. Secondly, would you want to go out sometime for a date? I'd love to get to know you more. Hey, what was that? I already know everything about you. Yeah, go. Only just started with, are we starting to lay on the creepy factor heavy? Sort of heavy. I say let's get out what we can. So, I'm just really busy this week. Claire pauses for a painfully long moment, making your gut stir with anxiety. Would it change anything if I offered to pay for your food? It would, but a starving college student. Yeah, wait. I mean, I also, people can make their way into my heart with my stomach, but, not like this. How about tomorrow for lunch at noon? We can go wherever you want. I seem determined to make this a lunch date. Works for you, so sounds good to me. So much for trying to get out of this. Your smile grows wider as you exchange contact information, spreading warmth and positivity. Give him a polite nod before you go your separate ways, feet taking you back to your apartment. All the classes out for the day, you feel a sense of liberation and freedom wash over you. Where the world is lifted and you revel in the opportunity to be alone. The thought of tomorrow makes you smile as you snuggle into your warm bed. Wake up a little earlier than usual, excited for a date with Dakota. He'll be here to pick you up at 15 to noon. With a stretch and a yawn, you slip out of bed and pad over to the window, peering out at the world below. Streets are still relatively quiet this hour, but a gentle hum of activity is starting to rise. Birds chirping merrily in the trees, and the scent of freshly cut grass wafts through the air. In a serene moment, you feel a sense of peace. It's quite unusual for you to be up at this hour, but it's pleasant. Maybe you should make a hobby of waking up early. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. A smile spreads across your face as you turn away from the window and head to the bathroom. Okay, for a moment I thought we might, spot him staring at us from the street below. You take your time getting ready, savoring each step with your morning routine. You shower, brush your teeth, and carefully style your hair, wanting to look your best with Dakota. Styling your hair is honestly quite difficult, unexpectedly. Do you want to go for a simple look that won't give you a headache, perhaps a more volumed, extravagant appearance, or maybe... Wait, what? Hold on. Do I have a... Oh, you definitely have a crush. Just a small one. A teeny tiny one. Oh no. Sure, it's not a romantic date, but that doesn't mean you can't be excited to get to know Dakota. Just like he knows us already. Once you dress, you make yourself a bowl of cereal. Thank goodness that's what you were craving, because you don't have many other options. Student loans already cost a fortune, so you can't fix the selection. Sit at your apartment desk, a bowl of cereal in front of you, and a copy of The Taming of the Shrew open in your hands. Morning sunlight filters through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the room. Honestly, it's so obvious that they're all getting manipulated. How can they tell? Shake your head in disbelief. Take another spoonful of cereal as you think about how strange the plot is. Kinda like this one. This is such a controversial book. It should be evident that they're all bad people and need help. I have no idea how people could think that their actions are excusable, much less reasonable. You sigh. Does this garbage get into modern curriculums? Maybe because it was written ages ago? With a resigned shrug, you return your attention to the book, trying to find another or anything that would make sense to you. Then, right at 11:45, drop your book and spring to answer the door. Take a moment before you open the door to take a breath and brush down your shirt. Right, you got this. Do you wear any other clothes other than this? Open the door to see Dakota, smiling warmly at you. Looks cool and confident, as if you were already great friends. Even though there's nothing obvious, you can't help but feel like it's different. Like his ponytail was neater, his clothes are more ironed. It was just his confidence, though. Meanwhile, you're having trouble keeping your butterflies in your stomach. Really unfair how handsome he is, even when he isn't dressing up. Makes me feel a bit silly for overthinking your appearance earlier. Hit it, Red. Are you ready to go? Smile excitedly replying, yes. Blush a bit at your outburst. Kodo, on the other hand, seems amused. Don't be so embarrassed, I'm excited too. Looks so calm though. Do I now? Means seamless like you, fostering your heart. Oh, by the way, you look great today. Goodness, you're certainly not subtle. It kind of makes your heartbeat quicken a tiny bit. Thank you. Kodo backs up, reaching an arm out to replace the space where he was. Are you ready to get going? Yeah. Leave your house, locking the door behind you before you get into Dakota's surprisingly fancy-looking car. Wow, nice car. Thanks. I didn't elaborate on how he got it, but I just closed the door for you. His family must be pretty wealthy, or maybe he brought it with the money he earned from his sports career. Is he making enough from baseball to afford this? Maybe he brought it in order to look nice for dates. Briefly wonder how many people have oohed and ahed over his car, but he brushed that thought aside. You're the one he asked out after all. Took his jersey off before entering the car. Okay, I want to see. All comfortable like this? No. Yeah, I guess. Dakota drives down the winding road full of lunchtime possibilities, fills the air. Turns to you, warm smile playing on across his lips. Where would you like to eat? You hesitate, feeling a sense of politeness. Since you're paying, I think it's only fair that you choose the spot, right? You could pick. I'm not a picky eater. Are you sure? Kodo laughs, confusing you for a moment before he speaks up. Rather appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I'll be fine. Matters right now is you. So you can pick. God, that was kinda cheesy. By the way, he says even stuff like that. Impressive. Right, let me think. What your thoughts race through your mind as you consider the options? I want you to choose a place that's both delightful and budget-friendly. You're a bit of a broke college student after all. I'd be thinking a nearby cafe pops into your head. Charming and unassuming spot, known for its tasty and affordable fare. You can see the ideas forming in your eyes. Do you have a place you want to go to? Yeah. It's right over there then. Hold on, I'll put the directions into your phone. Reach for his phone, but before you can grab it, catches it with an unexpected ferocity, placing it face down on his lap. What if you just told me what it was? Right. Kodo looks a bit nervous, much unlike his usual self. However, as quickly as you notice it, his regular demeanor returns. Places his expression with one of confidence. Yeah, you don't want me going through your search history, right? I know this area like the back of my hand, so we don't need directions. Or you just happen to know exactly what kind of places I like going to? Oh, sure. It's the Brookwood Cafe. Go's eyes light up in recognition of the place. Good choice. Let's head there right now. As you approach, the inviting aroma of freshly brewed coffee and mouth-watering pastries wafts through the air, further whetting your appetite. Dakota puts his jersey back on, giving you a pang of disappointment. You look good without it. Oh, I'm sure we're gonna see it off at some point before he murders us. Not that he doesn't look good all the time. As you enter the quaint cafe, the first thing you notice is that the aroma from outside is far stronger here. There's a level of depth in the sensation, as if it was made to be picked apart to learn just what each scent is. Gentle buzz of light, hearted conversation, and a little bit of laughter adds to the sensation, creating a cozy yet lively atmosphere. You never get sick of this place. As you make your way towards the counter, there's a short line of people waiting patiently for the caffeine fix and pastries. Join the line with Dakota, awkwardly standing in silence as you read the menu. A few items on the menu catch your eyes. You decide on, what are we going to pick? A strawberry salad with green tea, relatively healthy, right? Never had a strawberry salad before. A flatbread chicken sandwich with passion fruit tea, nice and light. Yeah, I had the chicken sandwich, maybe not the passion fruit tea. Avocado toast with an apple tart and coffee. Balanced combination. I'll go with the chicken sandwich. It sounds good. It was a very you kind of thing. After a lot less time than you thought it would take, you and Dakota reached the front of the line. Wait, what can I get for you today? Hi, I'd like a flatbread chicken sandwich with passion fruit tea, please. Esther nods and putting it into the POS. The piece of shit. And for you, sir? I'll have the same. Yeah, of course you would. We could have been surprised. No way you plan to order the exact same food as you. Maybe you hadn't decided what to get and just went with whatever you chose. Maybe he just isn't that picky. Escape your thoughts only to realize that Dakota had paid for the food. Did say he would, but your worst honestly thought it was a ploy. Dakota lightly tapped your hand, and you two quickly find a table for you two near the window. Take your seats. So you like flatbread chicken sandwich with passion fruit tea too? Oh, actually, I just wanted to try what you liked. That could be a better recommendation, right? Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Besides, I like all kinds of foods. I don't eat anything like that I don't like. A serious grin crosses your face. Or if someone offered you something really strange, do you think you'd try it? I bet I would. People wouldn't cook it if it wasn't good. You laugh at that. You'll have to try one of your kitchen disasters. So, how did you get into baseball? Tori's smiling, but now a new light comes to his face as you ask about baseball. Well, it's not that exciting. When I was little, my dad wanted me to be in sports, so he had me practice different sports in our yard. Try out for the Little Leagues team. That's how we discovered that I have a natural talent for baseball. Dad used to say that I'd one killer arm too. Right before you killed him, right? Neighbours unfortunately did not share my dad's enthusiasm. They feel bad about the window though. Before you killed him, you got in through the window and then killed him. Off again. Dakota blushes at your smile. So handsome when he blushes. Lights up his face pleasantly. What's your major? Sports medicine, 3rd year. Of course. Very fitting. I feel like I should have seen that one coming. He laughs. Can feel yourself blushing, even though you can tell that he's laughing with you, not at you. I love baseball. I'm fascinated by the human body. Of course you are. Of course you are. So it's the perfect major for me. It's amazing how intricate and resilient the human body is. Oh, you would know, right? This semester I'm taking emergency injury management and chemistry too. Of course you would know chemistry. Wow, that sounds intense. Considering all those classes, how did you squeeze in time for this date? You collapse into a pile of sweat every moment nobody looks at you. What life he has. It is challenging, but it's also really rewarding. I'm taking the CPR certification test next week. Actually, I've got to use some of my training already with one of my teammates. Wait, really? What happened? He dislocated his kneecap. Oh. Not thinking you grabbing your own knees as a twinge of sympathetic pain shoots through you. Ko looks worried for a moment before waving his hand. Don't worry about him, he'll be fine. Can't do any sports for the next 6 months. He has to wear a knee brace, but he'll recover. Good thing you were there to help him. True, but with the way he was yelling, help would have come before long. Didn't need to add that part. Thankfully, you hear the barista call out your order. Push back your chair to get up, but Dakota stops you. You sit here. I'll go get our food. Hopefully you don't put anything suspicious in it. Oh no, it's only fair if I help. Smirk says at you as he stands up anyway. Puts a hand lightly on his shoulder to keep you seated. Nope, you need to stay here to save our table. I'll be right back. Watch him walk towards the counter. Definitely don't think that about how good he looked at the back. God damn it. Especially do not think about how his thick black hair or his lean muscular shoulders. Well, that tied us. Instead you turn around to look out the window, thinking about how much fun this day has already been. Wouldn't mind getting to know Dakota more. Maybe just as a friend. Maybe as something more. Anything could happen. Turns with your food all in one tray. Tantalizing steam rises from the food and drinks. Can't wait to dig in. Dakota takes a bite. Delicious. Just like I knew it would be. Glad you like it. Dakota, not like... Dakota, not something you like. What was that? Oh, nothing. Two of you take a moment to eat, enjoying your lunch. Then Dakota starts the conversation back up again. So, what about you? What's your major? Psychology. Just realised you're in psychology and you can't pick up on this shit. Fascinating. Have you been analysing me this whole time? Trust me, if we were, we would be out of the situation immediately. I might have been. Oh, you're not doing a good job at it. Oh, do share, Dr. Red. Alright, but as a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor yet. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Gotcha. I notice that you're very confident and assertive. Also very easygoing and funny. You think I'm charming? Do go on. However, I notice that you often cross one arm over your stomach, which is a sign that you actually feel nervous or defensive, but you're trying to hide it. So I wonder if you might be more worried about our date than you let on. Grace's face falters for a moment. Probably shouldn't have said that. But it can also be a gesture that people do because it feels comfortable. Grace's normal cheer returns. He laughs. Oh, I see. You were just teasing me. You had me there for a moment, Red. Now you're putting me at ease to cover the discomfort I caused. Really should stop analysing people when they ask me to. Or at least until I get further along my studies. Found herself blushing again. Sorry about that. Psychology is a soft science, so I can't speak in absolutes about it, except for the neurological aspects of it. Not to worry, I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. Although, you do look really cute when you blush like that. Maybe I should tease you a little more. And he is confident. I feel like I should be taking notes. I could teach a class on how to flirt, and it'd be sold out. So, do you have any hobbies? Of course you have hobbies, but your favourite one is painting, gaming, or music. Well, gaming, obviously. Mostly play video games. What's your favourite game? Well, my favourite game of all time is Vaporpunk 6044. It's so cool. Not heard that one. Isn't new? No, it's been out for 3 years, but they did just release a new DLC for it. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. DLC? Downloadable content. Game companies put them out to keep their game relevant. I see. Coda falls quiet as you take a bite from your food. You can see a soft smile on his lips as he watches you. He's clearly very interested in what you're saying. You can feel his eyes on you, even when you aren't looking at him. Maybe he doesn't have many hobbies himself, so hearing you talk about yours fascinates him. Oh, he's definitely fascinated, alright. Maybe he just doesn't dislike anything, just like his food. Sure, let's keep talking about ourselves. But he does seem pretty happy to hear you talking about it, so you might as well continue. Spend most of your date talking about gaming, good at listening to you intently, nodding along, occasionally asking questions. Seems very interested in everything you have to say. Do you go to gaming clubs? I'd like to go with you if I could. Of course you would. Of course, I'll let you know when we meet. We're pretty open to new people and any skill level is welcome. Great, but if we're going to meet up again, I will need your number. Of course, that's where this was leading. Sure thing. Both exchange your phone numbers before sending each other a confirmation text. And of course they had to have an excuse to use this scene again. After the date winds down, you get back in Dakota's car and he takes you back to your apartment. But only a short one. Dakota pulls up to the curb in his sleek black car. Both step out, the street lamps casting a soft glow over the quiet neighbourhood. Well, here we are. Both stand there for a moment, silence hanging in the air like a forgotten punchline. So, I guess I'll see you around? Yeah, definitely. Start to turn away, but Dakota clears his throat. Hey, wait. You look back at him, eyebrows raised in curiosity. I had a really great time today. I was thinking, maybe we could do it again sometime? I mean, I thought we were already sorted out at the cafe. Surprised that he seems less confident than usual. Sure. Awesome, well, I'll text you then. Oh, and before I forget, I have some flowers for you. Coda opens his car back seat and produces a bundle of roses. Oh my gosh, thank you. Of course. Anything for you. Coda walks back to his car. You watch him go with a sense of excitement. Maybe this was the beginning of something interesting. Oh, it's definitely going to be interesting. Now you reflect on how well your date went with Dakota. Seems like a pleasant, easy-going kind of guy. Can't wait to hang out with him again. Sun filters through your window, waking you up before your alarm goes off. Sense of elation following you out of your dreams. being a morning person, but today you're filled with so much energy. Memories from last night flooding your mind. Oh, this feels like a dream. He hung out with the Dakota Cly. Wasn't that bad of a guy. At least not yet. If he was bad right from the very start, we would not be interested. Heck, he even took rejection like a champ. Not really. Honestly, it was fun. You feel like you might have said that already, but it just goes to show how enjoyable being with Dakota was. Not only was it fun, but he also wants to see you again. Incredibly excited about the chance to hang out even more. And you can't help but feel a little excited about it too. There's a small part of you that worries about how he doesn't seem to have any interests or hobbies outside of baseball. But that probably just means you need to get to know him better. No doubt he'll let slip something he's interested in before you know it. Oh, he's gonna let slip something, not the good kind of slips. Finally saw Chip-a-Ding. You swipe at it eagerly, going straight to your messages. To your delight, you see exactly what you're hoping for. A good morning message from Dakota. Basically, you didn't see it, and you resist the urge to kick your feet. He just has your heart in a grip. Makes you so happy that you're more than eager to send a quick good morning reply in return. Once he knows you're awake, the texts come flooding in, and you have a bit of difficulty keeping up. So chatty. You know he was talkative in person, but it's almost overwhelming in text form. Oh great, controlling. Right. Why am I not surprised? Being controlling and being a yandere pretty much go hand in hand. After a few back and forth messages, he's double checking if you'd like to go to that axe throwing place at the mall. Man, what a second date. Sounds like so much fun. I always wanted to try axe throwing, and you bet Dakota would continue to do it amazingly. Until he starts throwing it at the back of her head. Just as you finish that thought, your phone alarm goes off, causing you to jump in place. Good that you hadn't turned it off after waking up. Turn it off and are suddenly reminded of the fact that you're a college student. It means you don't actually have all the free time in the world to go axe throwing whenever you want. You have your scheduled appointment and, yep, you have your literature class to attend today. Your disappointment suddenly surfaces as you realize you won't be able to go to axe throwing today. Damn, what a shame. Not sure how you forgot about it so easily. Maybe the book was so awful you were trying to forget. Considering you're reading Taming of the Shrew, you probably forgot on purpose. Remember, consider skipping class, but then decide against it. Couldn't afford to let your GPA drop any further than it already has, so it's best to just get the class over with. Sigh loudly in your room, feeling your energy already starting to deplete. You glumly take the Dakota. You'd love to go, but you had a class to attend and you can't afford to miss it. Short pause, but he takes back. And you know he understands. Two of you will plan to go another time. You can't help but smile and heart his message. So grateful for how understanding he is. Yeah, too bad we can't see his facial reaction right now, because I can imagine it's not cheery at all. At very least you can complain about the class to him afterwards. Dakota informs you pack up your things and get yourself ready for class. I'm looking forward to a boring day of literature class, but what can you do? The half-hearted mood, you step out of your dorm room to start your day. You pretty much dragged yourself to class. You're glad to find out you aren't late. Bit of a shock considering how much you dragged your feet. Feet are complaining just as much as you are from the rough walk. Seeing as most of the college walkways use gravel and dragging your feet on them really takes a toll. Maybe you could treat yourself to a spa trip later to make them feel better, though you're not exactly sure where you're going to get the funds for that. Part of you is wondering where all the energy you woke up with went. Like the moment you couldn't hang out with Dakota got sucked away in an instant. Was he that much of a positive influence on you? Could be. Not for much longer, though. Pushing those thoughts away, you hear something into your chair. As loud of a thud as you can make without alerting everyone else in the class. Not a very loud thump in the end, so no one even glances in your direction. Both relieved and disappointed by this outcome. Like a zombie trying to scratch a door open, you pull out your laptop and struggle to open it, digging nails into the sides just a foot lid. Putting so little energy into lifting the lid is actually quite painful on your nails. Mine wanders for a moment, wondering if excessive wrist pain would be more painful than this. The moment you consider comparing the two. Though one second thought you'd rather not develop arthritis from overworking your wrist, just to put the two on a comparative scale. Several failed attempts to lift the lid, with just your nails, you decide to stop dilly-dallying and actually open your computer. Computer starts up, auto-opening into the tabs you need, including your project, which, as of now, is blank. So you just stare at the screen. You plan to work on it, but things got in the way, like having a lunch date with Dakota. On a list of priorities, you'll list that as far more important than a college assignment. Even if you probably shouldn't. Still getting started on the project, decide to recheck the requirements for the assignment. As you learned all throughout your school years, rechecking the assignment is the best way to stall. Teacher looks over your shoulder, you just assume you forgot. Learn techniques like these help you with your sanity. Someone clears their throat next to you. Suddenly a million thoughts go through your head. Oh god, are you headphones unplugged? Is your appearance that intolerable? Oh no, I recognize that silhouette. Of course. I didn't mean to go back, but his sprites are gone. Dakota. Stunned. He's here. Dakota Clay. Why is he in your literature class? Hey. This is surprising we're in the same class. Kind of awkward now. I accidentally bugged his sprite and he's not there anymore. I knew you'd pick this class. It's very surprising. Didn't think he would be the type to choose this class. He didn't mention being into reading, but I guess it makes sense. Perhaps he's just an easy elective, just to get enough credits to graduate. Maybe his parents forced him here, show off their son is both smart, sports smart, and book smart. Doesn't matter, it's honestly quite a good thing. We're just going to bitch to him about the book. Yeah. Wait, why are you surprised? You've been in this class for a couple of weeks now. You should have noticed him by now. Though, come to think of it, I hadn't really thought of Dakota until yesterday, when he took you out. Maybe you just missed the fact that he was in this class. It's had to be the case. There are quite a few people in this class, and you two must have just missed each other. Till that day at the baseball field. That was the only explanation. Okay, good. To work again, so yeah. See, the teacher claims I'm a bit stuck in my interpretation of the book, so I thought a second opinion would be good. And who better than you? Who better than me? Shit, you haven't read a single goddamn character in your essay. You're gonna have the most dog shit take ever, and you will never even breathe in your general direction again. How on earth are you gonna assist him in something you hadn't even started? Oh, can I read what you've written? Sure, let me get it up. Click loosely at your laptop, trying the best to fake lag. Hey, if you wrote nothing, your secret is safe with me. Facebook is now stitches. Right, panic you've forgotten Dakota was a regular student and not a super strict teacher's pet. You're only doing this for your scholarship. Instantly snap back to your usual clicking speed. Doing so at such an impressive speed, your laptop does actually like, until Lisa shows the blank document. Not like you were expecting words to magically appear on it between sitting down and talking to Dakota, but it would have been nice if the universe had done so. It's quite alright. It's a bit tough read for beginners, I'll give you that. The part you're struggling with, I'll be glad to help you. Cheeks watched with embarrassment at the offer. Although you're a bad reader, it's just you've always struggled with Shakespeare. She used her archaic words, the specific annotations of his writing, and the obtuse way his characters speak to each other. Frankly, you find it hard to believe that any of his words have become such beloved classics. Well, I'm kind of struggling to just get through reading it without falling asleep. That's why I've been trying to read it at the baseball field that day. Force myself to focus on reading it. And it might have worked if a ball hadn't come flying towards me that day. Fortunately for me, that you were there then, because it allowed me to meet you. Aw. Herself and flush again. I don't believe Dakota's so interested in you. What did you ever do to get his attention like this? Just simply by existing and, him having a very specific personality. Well, let me tell you about my interpretation of the story, and we can work on it from there to help start your essay. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Anything for you, of course. Oh, how smooth. Dakota chuckles for a moment before clearing his throat to continue. See, my interpretation is pretty straightforward. Everyone loves Bianca, but they don't see the value of Katharina just because she's a little feisty. And she marries, that is, and he whisks her away to his home, where he truly and properly teams her. Comes his perfect, loving, doting wife, with just a bit of encouragement. Shows that you can make anyone become your perfect partner with a bit of care, attention, and the right persuasion. Yeah, I see where you're getting at, dude. Really? The story is pretty straightforward, honestly. In fact, I'd say it's one of Shakespeare's least complicated works. Kinda like this one. The teacher seemed to give me a strange look after I was done explaining that. Honestly, who are they to judge? No one actually knows what Shakespeare was thinking, but I think it's obvious. It's a tame or be tamed world, and I happen to like doing the taming. Yeah, we've noticed that already, bud. That really is interpretation of the book. Frankly, you haven't even finished reading it, so it's far from your place to have a newest interpretation of the book, but it seems a little bleak. So, is the Dakota Clyde talking about the book? Could possibly believe a half-full view was the right one to have. It was just explaining his view of the story. Right. Right. Probably wasn't as bad as he made it sound, even if he was just explaining what he read. Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not just what he's read. Doesn't actually believe taming people into the perfect spouse was a good idea. It's an interesting interpretation of the book. I understand why the teacher might feel weird about it. It's just your perspective. It's not that crazy. See, you get me. You really get me. No wonder I'm obsessed with you. Even if the other people will interpret the story differently, there's no denying that Katharina is tamed by the end of the story. She becomes the dutiful, obedient wife and expresses that to everyone in the audience. Whether it's an actor or intentional, the end result is the same. Definitely seemed enamored with the story. Did you like it? Like it? I loved it. Yeah, of course you do. So comedy lives up to the name. The subterfuge of everyone being disguised and fooling each other. Slapstick comedy on display. The actual taming itself. So right from beginning to end. Whether or not it teaches a morale lesson is up to each person who reads the story. Personally, I think it's a fun idea to have all these interwoven ideas and plots. Whether or not the teaming actually works, it's also up to how well the tactics are done by that one. People who can break can be broken. That much is true. It's all about how you wield your hands. You really need to finish reading the book now. Code's interpretation is anything to go by. The book is funnier than you were giving it credit for. Maybe the dark comedy even offers a more nuanced understanding to the concept of taming Katharina. Who knows, maybe you'll learn a thing or two and maybe avoid a similar situation. Another question was, what little you knew of the book, did you agree with Dakota's interpretation? Sure, it sounds like a great interpretation. Mostly you're probably right. Shakespeare is known for his complicated works, but not everything someone makes has to be complicated, especially if it is supposed to be funny. I've only read a bit of the book so far, but what you're saying lines up with what I read. I think it's a good interpretation. In fact, nothing less won't lead Dakota Cly after all. I'm so glad you agree. Makes me feel even closer to you than before. Really? You know what they say, great minds think alike. There's nothing more alike than shared an opinion like this one. Goodness, Dakota's really happy you agree with him, isn't he? Makes you a little giddy to know you made him happy. Me, on the other hand, I am terrified. Could this day get any better? Or any worse? You know, I was really struggling with getting this assignment done. To the point that even reading the book was feeling painful, but it really inspired me to take another crack at it. Bet I could finally start writing this assignment and reading the book seriously now, so all thanks to you. Well, I'm happy to be of help. You are, you're a huge help. I'll be able to finish this assignment without you. Ko looks like he's about to say something more when the teacher finally clears his throat to get the class's attention. Seems like it's time to actually listen to his lecture properly instead of talking amongst ourselves. Ko seems a little annoyed, but both of you turn to the teacher and pay attention to what he's saying. You open the tab on your laptop to your notes section. Hastily type down notes to the best of your ability. It's always been a little hard for you to follow along to lectures and take notes at the same time. Meanwhile, Dakota just looks bored. Then he gets to the table and is staring blankly at the teacher, as if he'd rather be doing anything else in the world right now. Can't really blame him. He'd rather be doing anything else as well. Crazy how much energy he had conversing with him a moment ago. Now it feels like the teacher is sucking it all away again. College can be such a bummer. Every now and again you catch him glancing your way. It's hard to tell if he's actually looking at you or something past you. More than once you try to catch his eye, only for him to turn away just before you catch him dead to right staring at you. Now, why do that to be mowing the lawn right now? It's so loud out there. Probably why my hay fever's flaring up again. It's a strange sensation to be sure, making you wonder more about what's going on through his head than whatever the professor is currently rambling on about. Can you, fuck off, be quiet out there? It's so loud. But whatever it is he's doing, it's an added distraction. Yeah, just like I'm getting distracted by this fucking lower up there. Making it difficult to keep accurate notes. Not that your notes were looking fantastic to begin with. A lot of it was you just keyboard smashing a summary of what he's saying, and hoping to organise it later. Lectures were definitely your least favourite part of trying to learn anything in college. Crawling hour and a half later of the lecture finally passes. Teacher wraps up the class for the day. Reminds everyone that the assignment is due very, very soon. You're growing alongside the others since you still have so much work left to do on it. Though if it wasn't for Dakota, you'd be even further behind than you already are. Much as I'm enjoying this book, lecture's a bit of a drag. Say that again. Like, can't you get with the time of summarizing in 10 minutes or less already? All of us taking the class as a core of our major. You're so right. I only took the class for you. I only took the class because it was an easy elective. I always forget that they like to ramble on about nothing, regardless of the fact. I know, right? It's not like, it's like, come on guys, we're not here for your class specifically. We're here to follow our major. You get me. You really get me. Hey, since you still need to finish your assignment, what do you say to the two of us hanging out some more? And I can help you understand the book more. It's a tempting offer. Why did my brain go to, it's a terrifying offer, which kind of is, knowing the person that we're going to be spending our time with. Kind of wanting to spend more time with you, you'd love to take him up on it. Honestly, I could use the help, but I've got some homework I need to finish tonight first. So I suppose you could hang out another day. How about tomorrow? Won't be able to put off the assignment for too much longer, seeing as it's due soon. I know, you're right. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. Text me when you're free to meet up. If it's with you, then I'm always free. His face flushed a little at that. Does he actually mean that? Whether he does or not, it makes you feel a little flustered that Dakota Klein, of all people, is more willing to help you out. Yeah, then I'll figure out my schedule is and text you, okay? Sounds lovely. Looking forward to hearing from you then. Same to you. Two of you shake hands and give you a big smile. His grip on your hand is tight. Try not to wince, but it actually kind of hurts. Sure, he didn't mean to hurt you. Probably just naturally strong from baseball and doesn't understand his own strength. Yeah, whatever you want to tell yourself, buddy. We know the truth. As his back is turned, you quickly shake your hand. Hope you didn't notice how much it hurt. After all, you're fairly certain he wouldn't try to hurt you on purpose, right? Finish packing up your laptop and make your way back to your dorm. After a long day of classes, you feel all the energy drain from your body the moment you step through the door to your room. With a little care, you pop your bag on the floor and flop face first into the bed. Your body is complaining. Haven't had enough to eat today due to your limited budget. You have to sit through boring class to keep up your GPA. Feet are pulsing with pain from all the walking and grating against gravel. You can hear your neighbours playing thumping music. The only highlight of your day so far has been getting to spend time with Dakota, even if just for a short period of time. You feel fortunate that he's been willing to put up with you so far, despite everything going on. Wonder if or when he's going to get sick of you. In which case, if he does, we're kind of fucked. Knowing these kind of guys, it's hard enough for you to put up with yourself some days, let alone forcing others to deal with you. Don't know what Dakota sees in you, but you're glad he sees it because your mood would be far worse with his encouragement. As if on cue, your phone dings. You honestly pull it out of your pocket, barely even having the energy to turn your head from the comfort of being buried in the pillow to look at the screen. Dakota texts you. Opening it, you see a cute animated GIF that he sent to cheer you up. Actually pretty funny. Can't help but chuckle out of it. Or get a chuckle out of it. Quickly send a light-hearted reply back in return. Feel some of your energy returning. Just seems to always know what you need, doesn't he? Just from that little exchange, you feel like you can get your homework done. That way you won't have to be put off hanging with Dakota any longer than you have to. Grabbing your laptop from your bag, you set it up on your desk and get ready to start your homework. Other than the assignment Dakota is going to help you with, you still got to write an essay for your history class and do a short research paper for your diversity and culture class. Swear classes just love making you do essay after essay for them. Do the teacher get tired of reading them? Whatever, it's not your school, you're just following the curriculum. Just as you're opening your tabs to get started, you notice something strange. Right next to your camera on your webcam is on. That's strange. Shouldn't have any programs open that use your webcam. Glance around your taskbar for any programs that might be using it, but nothing comes up. Strange. Shrug it off and decide to focus on your homework, figuring it's probably just a software glitch. That topic is kind of old and was on the cheap to begin with anyway. And this main character is a little bit dumb, isn't she? Though as you get to work, you can't help getting the strange sensation that you're being watched. Let out a heavy sigh as you finish the last of your homework. Closing your laptop, you flop onto the bed, feeling the weight of the day start to lift. Dim light flickering through your window keeps you aware that the world hasn't stopped spinning just because you're trying to escape it. Body aches, your mind is on autopilot. The only thing left to do is sleep. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. Wake up to the soft chime of your phone buzzing on the nightstand. Sunlight's already peeking through the curtains and your brain is still a bit foggy, struggling to shake off the remnants of sleep. Pull yourself up and reach for your phone, squinting at the bright screen. How scared to be when you see who the message is from. Hey, you awake yet? Want to come watch me practice baseball today? It's gonna be fun. Blink a few times, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes. I've forgotten about the energy from yesterday, but now it's creeping back in. Cody Kalai, the guy who made your stomach do flips in ways you never thought possible, want you to watch him practice. How's that even a thing? Try to calm the immediate wave of excitement that crushes over you and type back a quick response. Good morning, sounds fun. What time? I'm free at 4. Thought you might want to come and see me in action. Don't worry, I won't show off too much. Of course, confidence oozes through even in text. You can practically hear the smile in his message. Feel a little giddy, but at the same time, a small part of you wonders what it would be like to watch him in action. Baseball is one thing, but Dakota is another level of distraction. Oh, he's definitely been a distraction, alright. Consider for a moment before deciding to go. They still be there to shield you from oncoming baseballs. Hopefully. Whatever reason my mind went to Danganronpa, that first execution in the first game. If you know, you know. Sounds great. I'll be there. See you then. Press send and let out a quiet sigh, holding your phone in your hand like it's some sort of lifeline. Yeah, it might be our lifeline later. Before you dwell too much on how ridiculously excited you are, realize you still have time to kill before 4 p.m. Morning stretches before you like an empty canvas. Try to focus on something productive, but your thoughts keep drifting back to Dakota. The whole day yesterday felt like it slipped through your fingers. What was he thinking about when he asked you out? Did you enjoy the day as much as you did? Oh, I can think of endless possibilities with that man. Shake your head, trying to focus on anything other than the buzzing in your brain. You should get some work done. If you stay busy, the time will pass more quickly. You'll be able to get through this weird little mental leap you found yourself stuck in. Grab your textbook and flip to the next chapter, determined to make some progress before the day slips. But no matter how hard you try, the thought of Dakota keeps circling back, like a fly buzzing around your ear. What does he see in you? A lot. Even when you're not looking, or when you have your laptop open. Eventually you get distracted by your phone again. A few quick swipes and you're back on the Messages app. Should I expect anything special? When you hit send, you instantly regret it. Great, now you sound like an idiot. Then your phone buzzes with a reply. Open it to see a new message from Dakota. Don't worry, I won't make you sit through all the drills. We'll be doing some batting and maybe a little fielding. Just come hang out. You can watch me show off a little. Bite your lips, smile at the message. Show off doesn't even begin to cover it. Coda's confidence is basically a sport of its own. But you're not about to complain, because of course you're not. Might enjoy seeing him throw a little bit of that charm into his baseball game. Start to feel a little silly for overthinking this. It's just practice. You watch, hang out, and have a good time. Simple as that. By the time you arrive at the field, the sun's high in the sky and the air smells like freshly mowed grass. Perfect timing with what's happening outside IRL with me. Although my hay fever says otherwise, because God, I feel like shit. Sound of the baseballs hitting bats and the sharp crack of balls meeting gloves fills the air. The field is alive with motion. You can't help but feel a little out of place in the midst of all the activity. Spot Dakota almost instantly, wearing his baseball gear, casually tossing a ball to a teammate while laughing at something one of the other players said. As usual, he looks so at ease with everything, completely in his element. You feel your heart skip a beat, just watching him. How does he make everything look so effortless? Catches sight of you and his face lights up, with the trademark grin. The second he waves, you can feel the warmth of his attention reaching all the way across the field. Hey, over here. Get back, your nose suddenly flaring up. Whole group of people here, but Dakota only has eyes for you. Make your way over to the fence where he's standing. As you approach, he gives you a quick, easy-go once-over. So, you ready to see me work my magic? Is it magic, or just a skill? A little bit of both. He steps back, motioning to the rest of the team, who are getting ready for some drills. You stand there, your excitement building as you watch Dakota prepare himself. Clearly in his element, and honestly, it's kind of mesmerizing. Dakota takes a few practice swings, each one is equally controlled. Then, with a grin, he turns to you. Think you can keep up? You laugh, leaning against the fence. Really knows how to make everything look like a show. Watch closely as Dakota moves around the field. Every motion is purposeful and precise. Each hit of the ball sends a sharp crack echoing through the air. You can't help but flinch a little every time it lands. Focuses on the intense bordering on laser-like. Kind of effort he's putting in feels more like an obsession than a passion. Kinda like what's happening between us. Every swing is calculated, every stance is exact. It's all too precise. Swallow the unease creeping in your throat. Yeah, don't swallow that shit, let it rise. Let it rise, cause, yeah. You're gonna need that for later on. Try to shake off the feeling. Probably just his way of taking things seriously, right? Focused, that's all. Maybe it's just how he is. No reason to make it more than it is. Well, maybe it is, or you should make it more than it is, you know. So you can't help but notice how everyone else seems to fade into the background when he's in motion. But the whole field is his, and everyone else is just playing catch-up. Other players laugh and joke, but Dakota doesn't even smile between his swings. His eyes locked on the next task at hand. His body moves with such precision that it's hard to look away. For a brief moment, he catches his eyes across the field. Gaze sharpens as it meets yours. There's a flicker of something behind it. Well, there's a little bit more than just a flicker. Brief moment you catch his eye, but then it's gone just as quickly as it appeared. Shake your head, dismissing it as you watch him prepare for another pitch before turning his gaze to you. His eyes soften when they meet yours. Enjoying the show so far? Managed to smile back, though it now feels a little forced. Excitement from earlier hasn't quite returned, replaced by an odd discomfort you can't shake. Hey, here we go, now you're starting to get it. Good. Hopefully this feeling will stick around, cause you'll need it to survive the next little bit, I guess, I assume. Yeah, it's awesome. Cause just focus. Just give it all. It's normal to be intense. Right. Still, you can't help but notice how everything else around him seems almost secondary. But the game isn't the point anymore. It's just about doing it perfectly. Well, it feels like eternity of watching Dakota's impeccable swings and razor sharp precision on the field. He finally sets his bat down and jogs over to you. His face is flushed with effort, but his expression still remains locked in that confident look. Breathing is heavy but steady, and it slows down as he nears, wiping the sweat from his brow with the back of his hand before offering you a brief, almost amused smile. So, how's it going? You laugh. His energy is contagious. Oh, just watching you is definitely giving me a workout. Are you sure you're not trying to impress me? Maybe just a little. Blushes a bit. Cody wipes his face again with his sleeve, and you see the faintest flicker of exhaustion in his eyes, before he quickly masks it with another grin. Gonna take 5, or 10, since you're here. Care to join me? Follow him without hesitation. He sits on the bench with a sigh, and stretching his legs out in front of him, looking over at the field. So beside him, feeling the cool breeze on your skin as the game continues in the background. It feels strangely intimate, even though you're still on the outskirts of everything. Cody's confidence is magnetic, and he's so effortlessly everything. He's good at everything, and he makes it look all so easy. It's hard to imagine him as anything other than the guy who wins at life. But the longer you watch him, the more you start to wonder, what drives him? What's the end goal here? The question forms in your mind before you realize it. Before you can stop yourself, you ask. So, what's your plan, Dakota? I mean, you got this whole baseball thing down, but what's the end game? Are you planning to go pro? For a second, you feel like you crossed some invisible line. Like you asked a question that's too personal or real for someone like him to answer. But Dakota doesn't seem thrown off. He is back on the bench, his arms crossed over his chest, giving you a look like he is considering whether or not he wants to share. I mean, it's not like we'll be alive long enough to tell anyone else. Light from the setting sun catches his face, casting sharp shadows that only seem to make him look even more unreadable. Actually, scouted for a tryout with a major league team. Says it matter-of-factly. As if it's just another piece of information you're supposed to know. Major league tryout? Takes a moment for it to fully register. You know it was good, but didn't know it that good. Colleen looks over at you, expression unreadable, as if waiting for your reaction. That's incredible. I mean, worked so hard for it, right? He nods, but there's something in the way he does it that feels almost empty. It's not the pride you'd expect, not the excitement that comes with big news. Like he's already so far into this that he doesn't even think about it as a big deal anymore. Like, it's just another next step in a plan that's been unfolding for a long time. Yeah, well, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's a lot of pressure. I have to get in. Tone darkens just slightly as he looks away from you, focusing on the field again. The cutthroat world of professional sports suddenly feels more real. not just about playing anymore. It's about surviving. It's about proving you're good enough, and if you fail, you're out. Try to process it, but something inside you doesn't sit right. Thought of him pushing himself this far, sacrificing everything for a dream that could slip away as quickly as it came. It's not just daunting, it's terrifying. Do you think it's worth it? The sacrifices you'll have to make. Kurt's gaze flickers to you, a slight, almost imperceptible frown tugging at his lips. His eyes soften, and for a moment, think he might say something else that might ease your growing discomfort. Yes, right now I've got to focus. Focus on getting better, making sure I'm ready. If I don't, then what's the point of any of this? Finality in his words makes your chest tighten. Realize that whatever his answer is, whatever his path ends up being, no turning back for him now. It's already too far in. Too committed to stop. Sit there silently for a while, words swirling around in your head like the breeze picking up across the field. Glance at him, his gaze still distant, focus on the practice ahead of him. There's a hardness to how he stands now, what you hadn't noticed before. Not just about the game anymore, it's about everything that comes with it. The consequences of what he's willing to sacrifice for it. And not so clear cut, at least not to you. Part of you that wants to support him, to be the person who stands by his side. But another part that concerns his well-being, can't ignore the danger in all of it. You hesitate for a moment, then speak up. Sure, let's express our concerns with it. Surely that won't go bad, right? Could I just can't help but wonder, what's the cost of all this? Going pro sounds like a dream, but what happens if it's more from you than you're ready to give? What happens if it changes you? Well, it's kind of already changing him already, so... Watch as the expression falters for a split second, like he wasn't expecting you to bring this up. Really think it would change me? Not slowly, feeling the gravity of your words. Not quite sure what it is that you're afraid of, whether it's the pressure, the loneliness, or the idea of him losing himself in the pursuit of perfection. Something inside you knows that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Not like he makes it seem. I know, I'm just scared for you. I mean, how far are you willing to push yourself? Almost if it breaks you, or you lose something you can't get back. Kurt looks down for a moment, his brow furrowing as he thinks it over. First time today you see him look so vulnerable, so unsure. I'm asking myself that too, honestly, but this is all I've ever wanted. Mostly, Dakota doesn't seem offended by your concerns. Doesn't shut you down or dismiss your fears like you thought he might. Instead, he seems grateful, even relieved that you care enough to bring it up. Thanks. Saying that, I mean, guess it's easy to get lost in everything. Yeah, hopefully this won't come to bite me in the ass later and you end up using it against me and you kind of murder me and all that shit, so guess we'll find out later. Nod, feeling tension eased just a little bit. Even though you're still worried, there's a small part of you that's glad he didn't shut down the conversation. Makes you feel like there's room for something deeper between the two of you. Like, him pushing a knife deep into my guts. Kurt turns to you, a small, sincere smile on his lips. He's not as guarded as he was before, his usual cocky confidence softened by your words. First time since you met him, see something in his expression that feels real, genuine. Looks at you with an appreciation that makes your heart skip a beat. Got a way of putting things into perspective. Catch yourself staring at him for a moment, but his eyes seem warmer now, more open. It's a look you hadn't seen before, gentler, almost vulnerable. Of course, it's my specialty. I'm a psychology student after all. He laughs. Moment passes quickly though. Koda straightens up, glances at the field, and his expression shifts. Warmth fades into focus. Shoulders tense, and that familiar determination returns. One that's always been there, hidden beneath the surface. Back to his usual self. The Koda who always thinks ahead and pushes forward. Well, my break's up. Time to get back at it. Stands there, stretching his arms overhead. Focus sharp again as he turns towards the field. Watching for a moment, the shift in his demeanor is noticeable. Doesn't waste any time, quickly returning to his position with that familiar intensity. Switch from vulnerable to motivated is almost jarring, but somehow it feels natural, like this is the rhythm of his life, focused, driven, and always in motion. As Dakota re-enters the game, you observe the rest of the team. Others are taking it easy. Some of them are chatting, others are taking relaxed swings, and their movement are effortless and casual. In contrast, who's back to his usual precise, in contrast to Koda, who's back to his usual precise, almost obsessive technique. Swings are hard and calculated. Can't help but notice a slight difference in the way his teammates watch him now. One of the guys, a tall player with shaggy brown hair, throws a glass towards Dakota, and mutters something under his breath to the guy next to him. Can't catch the exact word, but Dakota's unmistakable. Judgment. I don't seem to understand why Dakota is putting so much effort into every single swing and throw. Relaxed, enjoying the game, and Dakota pushes himself hard. Almost as if they're waiting for him to crack under the pressure, expecting him to burn out. The other player nods slightly, his eyes flickering towards Dakota with a slight smirk. Seems to be the polar opposite. One of those players who is just naturally talented. Barely has to break a sweat to get the ball where it needs to go. See it in how he moves, the effortless grace with which he swings. It's easy to tell that he doesn't share Dakota's intensity. Doesn't have to work as hard for it. His teammates seem more impressed by his raw talent than Dakota's tireless effort. Can't help but feel a little for Dakota. Makes you wonder though, why doesn't he push himself like this? Driving him to work harder than anyone else. Glance over at him, his face a picture of concentration. He adjusts his stance, preparing for his next pitch. Where he's moving now, you can tell he's not just trying to impress anyone. It's deeper than that. Honestly, you admire Dakota for persevering in the face of such judgment. You're unsure if you could do the same. Okay, maybe I have a little bit of admiration for him, but only just a little bit. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the field slowly empties. The sound of baseball hitting bats fades as the team starts to pack up, the usual chatter and laughter filling the air. West Dakota hasn't moved from his spot, leaning against the fence, eyes scanning the field one last time, deep in thought. Others are busy gathering their gear, but Dakota seems different. The stillness about him stands out, a focus that hadn't faded with the end of practice. Before you know it, you find yourself walking towards him. The unease from earlier now replaced by a curiosity you can't shake. As you approach, Dakota notices you, pushing himself off the fence with a small smile. Hey, you don't have to stick around for this. Practice is over, you know. He shrugged, a little nervous under his gaze. You're not about to back down now. He's looking at you makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. I didn't mind. Thought you might need a little support. Plus, it was interesting watching you, you know. Good at what you do. Kerr chuckles, low, appreciative sound that makes your stomach flip. Steps a little closer, his eyes softening, and for the first time today you notice a genuine warmth in his expression. Well, I really appreciate you showing up. It meant a lot, honestly. Pauses, taking a breath as he looks you in the eye. Made me feel like I was actually being seen. You blink, taken aback by the sincerity of his words, or his voice. For a moment, you didn't know what to say. Before you can come up with anything, or with something, Dakota continues. I think you're a pretty sweet person, too. Words catch you off guard. Yeah, you feel your face warm up. Nervous laugh escapes you as you try to brush it off. The flustered feeling is impossible to hide. Of course he would say something like that. Oh, he's such a flirt, you know that? Dakota raises an eyebrow, a laugh escaping him as he leans against the fence, his eyes sparkling with amusement. Me, a flirt? Nah, I'm just being honest. Can't help it if I got away with words, just like you have a way with balls. Can't help but grin, feeling a surge of confidence bubbling up inside you. Maybe it's the way you're looking at you, or maybe it's just the mood in the air, but you feel a little more daring than usual. Oh, I don't know. I think you got a lot of charm, Dakota. Give me a playful look, voice dropping to a teasing tone. It's hard to resist you when you got all those lines ready. Dakota freezes for a split second, eyes widening slightly as you deliver your playful comeback. I was expecting you to flirt back. It throws him off balance for a moment. Cool, confident aura he wears falters, and you catch the hint of a blush creeping up his neck. Wow, great Dakota Clay is caught off guard. Can't help but feel a little proud of yourself for throwing him off balance. Never thought you'd be the one to make him flustered. Well, okay, I wasn't ready for that. Don't think I didn't notice that. You're full of surprises, huh? Always like the roles were switched. Now Dakota, who seems a little uncertain, trying to keep his cool but not quite managing it. Strange feeling you're not used to, but in a way it's kinda nice. See the crux of your confidence facade, which makes him feel more human. Guess I can be full of surprises too. Kurt shakes his head with a soft laugh, but there's something different in the way he looks at you now. Not just the admiration or charm, it's something more. Alright, I'll admit it, you got me there. Pauses for a moment, expression softening again. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was nice having someone to talk to. You smile, your heart warming at his words. Not just flirting anymore. There's something more real here now. Connection you didn't quite expect, but are glad to have. Anytime, Dakota. Anytime. Field is now quiet, save for the soft rustling of leaves and the faint sounds of the last few players chatting as they pack up. Dakota stands beside you, usual confident smile still lingering, though there's something more subdued about it now. The air is cooler, evening wrapping its arms around the two of you. It's not uncomfortable. A sense of calm between you both, something that wasn't there early in the day. Dakota checks his watch and glances at you with a casual smile. Hey, do you want me to walk you to the front of the school? It's on the way, and I'm pretty sure it's safer than you walking by yourself, especially this late. Yeah, who knows who's gonna follow me and stalk me and watch me from a distance or in a bush or tree. Look up at him, considering it for a moment. The offer seems harmless enough, maybe a little thoughtful even, but there's also something nice about the idea of walking with him. Feel a little less anxious, knowing someone else was around. Besides, Dakota seems like he's in no rush to leave. Yeah, what do I? And there's something comforting about his presence. Not to me, it's not. Sure, that sounds nice. Without another word, you both start walking together towards the school's entrance. The familiar path feels different tonight. Quiet stretches on, sound of your footsteps in sync as you head towards the front gates. Ko is a few steps ahead, pace relaxed but steady, while you fall into step beside him. They walk in comfortable silence for a while, the air cooling as the sun dips lower. Not a long walk, but there's something about it that feels meaningful. Maybe it's just the fact that you're with him, but even the sound of the streets seem quieter tonight. Out in the city, the distant sound of traffic, everything blends into the background as the two of you walk side by side. Dakota slows his pace, his eye flickering downward to your hand, and extends his arm and his hand open, a silent offer. Just as simple, but feels like an invitation, something deeper than a casual walk. Hesitate for a moment, sure if it's too much, but the warmth in his eyes gives you a quiet assurance. Without saying anything, you place your hand in his. Well, this is the beginning of the end. Touch is warmer than you would expect from someone like Dakota. I'm definitely not thinking of the same thing you're thinking, because feels natural and brings a subtle comfort. Grip is firm but gentle. For a brief moment, aware of just how close the two of you are. Small contact filling the space between you in a way that makes the air feel heavier. Both continue walking, neither of you rushing, as if time has slowed down just for a moment. Don't speak for the rest of the walk. The silence is calming. Neither of you need words to fill the space. Almost like you're both content in the simple act of being together, or just walking side by side. No expectations, no pressure. Front gates come into view, and as you reach them, Dakota's hand lingers for just a moment before he slowly releases it. One fades, but the sensation of something more remains, hanging between you two. Well, here we are. I'll see you around, okay? Nods your chest tiny a little, though you don't know why. Yeah, see you, Dakota. Turn the head in the direction of your door. Mind is still on the brief exchange. Walk quickly. Try to shake the feeling of something lingering, something unsettled in your chest. Yeah, the feeling you should be listening to. Turn the corner towards your street. Hairs on the back of your neck begin to prickle. Glance over your shoulder, but there's no one there. The street is eerily quiet. Can't shake the feeling though, like someone's there following you, just out of sight. Steps quicker as you try to push the unease aside, telling yourself it's just your mind playing tricks. No, it's not. Feeling persists. Shadows lurking just behind you, and closer with each step. You don't dare turn around again. Pick up the pace, walking faster, heartbeat picking up as you round another corner. Finally, you reach your door, hands trembling slightly as you fumble for the keys. And win! Once inside, you lock the door behind you, breathing heavily as you lean against it for a moment, trying to calm your heart-racing thoughts. Should be close to changing to something more comfortable and pop a couple of anxiety pills. Feeling warmth on the medication starts to spread through your body. As the tension slowly begins to fade, you climb into bed. God, wish I had some of the pills like that. Though I'd be using it a lot. Yeah. Using a lot of them is not always good. Pull the covers up, curling into a ball as you close your eyes, willing yourself to fall asleep. But even as you drift off, the feeling lingers. Sense that something or someone is out there, watching, waiting. Next morning comes quickly. Too quickly for your liking. Didn't sleep all that well last night. Still, life has a way of moving on, whether you're ready for it or not. Prepare yourself for the day, trying to shake out the lingering discomfort. When you check your phone, you see a message from Dakota. Good morning, ready for some literature? Respond with a quick message. Yeah, sounds good, I'll be ready in a bit. Grabbing a quick breakfast, you tidy up a bit and try to focus. Can't help but replay yesterday's moment in your mind. Walk to the gates, the easy conversation, strange connection you felt. Mostly, you wish you knew the side of Dakota first and foremost. Felt it deep down when you first met him, that there was more than meets the eye. Oh, trust me, there is definitely more than meets the eye. There's no time to mentally loiter around. There's an apartment to clean. Which reminds me, I need to clean up my room at some point. That's for future me to worry about. Tidy your apartment, going as far as to pair your socks and underwear together in your drawer, which was kind of pointless. Why would he look through your wardrobe? Maybe he has already. Doorbell rings, pulling you out of your thoughts. My god, that's a loud doorbell. Oh, yep. Open it to find Dakota standing there. Do you own like any other clothes other than these? His usual confident smile is in place, but there's something softer about it today. Maybe because he's not in full-on game mode. It's refreshing. Hey, ready to get to work? Yeah, I guess so. Sure you got some time, right? Yeah, all yours for the next few hours. Let's do this. Both settle down at your desk. The open textbook between you. Dakota leans forward, flipping through the pages like he's done 1,000 times before. Also just had a thought. This is his first time being in here, right? How do you know which room mine is? Both settle down at your desk. Open textbook between you. Kurt leans forward, flipping through the pages like he's done 1,000 times before. I'm kind of jealous of how practiced he seems. Literature has always been one of the more difficult subjects. Even though you're not the biggest fan of Shakespeare, you know you need to push through if you want to keep up with Dakota. Maybe you don't need to. Now to go at your own pace, sometimes. Dakota suddenly stops on a page, pointing to a specific chunk of text. Alright, read the section of text. What's your take on it so far? Peer down the book, reading what he is gesturing towards. Say she rail, why, tell her plain. Sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown, I'll say she looks as clear. Morning roses nearly washed with dew. Say she be mute and will not speak a word. Now commend her volubly. And say she uttereth piercing eloquence. And I know you haven't been a huge fan of the book, but do you think you're starting to understand? No, not really. It's complicated. How so? I mean, the whole taming idea is a bit messed up. Get that's supposed to be a comedy, but some of the themes just, Cohen nods thoughtfully, as though there's a slight air of detachment in his demeanour. Yeah, I get what you mean, but not really about the taming part. Well, sure it's pretty extreme, but it's also a product of its time, right? But the way this guy acts towards Katharina isn't just extreme, it's cruel. Feel your chest tighten a little bit as you voice your discomfort. Something about the way Dakota seems to take it all in stride that rubs you the wrong way. Which it should, because he's kind of trying to be like the guy in the story here. But none the wiser. You assumed Dakota was simply ignorant to their present issues. But no, she's embracing them as the good of the story. Maybe because he also sees himself as the protagonist? I understand your point, but I don't know. I think it's more about the relationship dynamics. Like they're both playing a part in it, you know? Katharina isn't exactly a victim, and this guy isn't some cruel villain. It's not just one-sided. Blink, a little surprised by his interpretation. Not sure if you agree with him, but he doesn't seem to be seeing it the way you do. He's more focused on the theatrical aspects of it, the performance. Isn't that the part of the problem? The idea that a relationship like that, one built on manipulation and control, can somehow be seen as entertainment. And I see a little bit of fourth wall breaking there with this game. I think it's more about their roles. Does that still leave the problem on Katharina being forced to change who she is? More about the fact that Katharina doesn't fit the mold society expects. Not the ideal woman. And this guy is just trying to help her fit in. I think there's a lot of room for interpretation in that, honestly. I want to argue with him to challenge his take on it, but his tone is so confident. Not dismissing the player's issues, but he's reframing them. I happen to disagree. The more Dakota speaks, the more you feel your frustration is building. It's not that you want to argue, but it feels like you can't just let this go. Take a deep breath, your chest tightening slightly as you prepare to speak. I don't know, Dakota. I think we're looking at it differently. I don't see how taming Katharina is a positive thing. She's forced to change who she is to fit someone else's expectations. Not about agency, it's about control. Kurt blinks, a flicker of surprise passing across his face. Charles flutters slightly, though he is quick to recover. Leaning back against the couch with his arms crossed as if deep in thought. Yeah, now would be a bad time if it turns out that he likes a bit of a challenge and would much rather us put up a fight than, willingly accept him for everything. And agree to everything. To beat with a soft exhale. Well, I guess we're not going to agree on this one. I'm going to pretend I agree with you just to make things more comfortable. It matters to me, Long pause. Yeah, I get it. Kurt seems to realize that the study session has come to an end, his eyes glancing at the clock on the wall. I think I should get going. Yeah, probably for the best. I swear to me. Getting things quickly, he's not angry, just outright upset. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. But there's a sense of something unspoken hanging in the air, something that neither of you is willing to address directly. As he heads for the door, he pauses, glancing back at you. Doesn't mean I don't still like you. I just have things to attend to. Right, you gotta take your frustrations out on something, Kelsey. See you around, okay? I'm sure we will. Yeah, take care. Leaves without another word, door closing softly behind him. You stand there for a moment, silence of the room pressing down on you. Unease from earlier creeps back, but this time it's heavier. Soft sigh, you walk over to your desk and sit down, trying to focus on something else. Got an online assignment that needs finishing, and at this point, you just want to distract yourself with pretty much anything. Opening your laptop and logging into the class portal, pulling up the assignment and starting to read the instructions. As you begin typing your first sentence, a new notification flashes on your screen. An incoming email. Glance at the subject line. Name catches your attention instantly. From someone named Dylan Matthews. Not expecting anything urgent, but you open the email anyway, curious. Catches your eye next is the profile picture attached to the name. Face staring back at you seems oddly familiar. A student, probably from one of your classes, but there's something more to it. Then it hits you. The profile picture matches someone you've seen hang around Dakota's baseball team. Recognize him from one of the practices you watched at Dakota at. Read the message. A little confused at first, then you realize what's happening. It's a bit of a flirtation, albeit a gentle one. And not another one. It reads, Hey, hope this message doesn't catch you off guard. I've seen you around the campus a few times. Just wanted to say, I think you're cute. I'm not trying to make things weird, but I've been meaning to tell you for a while now. And this might be random, but I thought you should know. Don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but I'd love to talk sometime. Maybe grab a coffee or something. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. No pressure. Take care, Dylan. Blink a few times, rereading the email in disbelief. Didn't even think Dylan knew who you were. Don't really know who he was, either. You've seen him around, sure, but you hadn't exactly thought about it in the context of something like this. Sweet, but you closed the email, deciding it's best to just leave it be. Turn your attention back to your laptop screen and the words on your assignment blur together. Start typing again, forcing yourself to get back into the rhythm of your work. You need to finish this assignment, and then you can let your mind settle. clock ticks on and you finally close your laptop, letting out a soft breath. Body aches from sitting too long, but there's a relief in having the assignment behind you. A few minutes of staring at the ceiling, you walk over to your bed, falling onto a mattress with a soft thump. Lie back, closing your eyes, and the silence of the room surrounding you like a thick blanket. Mentally, your body gives in and sleep finally takes over. Days pass. Literal days. Silence from Dakota heard absolutely nothing from him. Maybe for the best. Hopefully not for the worst, because otherwise, this is not going to end well. First you tell yourself it's no big deal. Maybe he's just busy. Maybe he's got something going on. Yet at least as each day drags on without a single text or call from him, the worry starts to creep in. Can't help but wonder if you've done something wrong. First time in a while that you felt like this. Like you've been shut out of someone you care about. The quiet emptiness of your phone lock screen feels louder each time you check it, hoping that there will be a message. Nothing comes. Silence between you and him becomes unbearable, gnawing at the edges of your thoughts. Try not to think about it much, but every time you tell yourself that, a little voice in your head whispers, maybe you upset him. Again. Maybe for the best, but also maybe for the worst, knowing who we're dealing with. Think back to your conversation about the taming of the shrew. Maybe you came off too strong, or perhaps you said when you said something he didn't like. Can't remember anything that would have set him off, to the point of ghosting you, but nagging feeling of doubt won't go away. This is middle school all over again. Fuck, are you kidding me, Red? Getting worked up over a guy? Oh, this isn't just any guy. Think about the day he helped you with your literature assignments, about the way he looked at you. The thought gnaws at you even more. Maybe you misunderstood everything. Push the thought aside and pull yourself out of bed, trying to shake off the unease. Don't have time to dwell on it now. Go to class, and though you'd much rather stay in bed and hide from everything, you know you have to go. Lecture is boring, no surprise there. Still in your usual spot, try your best to focus on the material. Professor drones on, but your mind keeps drifting. Every time you think about Dakota, you feel a little sick. Did you mess up? Why hasn't he reached out to you? What if he doesn't want to talk anymore? Again, maybe all for the best. Guys are in the classroom, but there's no sign of him. Catch yourself checking your phone again, hoping for a message that isn't there. The silence is deafening. Class drags on. Every minute feels like an hour. Finally, the bell rings. You gather your things, making your way into the hallway. Can't focus on anything today. Don't know if it's because of the silence or if it's just that you've got too many other things on your mind. I mean, it's only just one thing. Tell yourself you're just being paranoid. That's nothing. Okay, being a little paranoid in this situation also might save your life. Who knows? You still can't shake the nagging thought that something's wrong. After class, you decide to stop by the baseball field. Maybe Dakota's there. Maybe he's been practicing. Maybe you'll get a chance to talk to him. Figure out what's going on. Also, maybe he's in your mind. You arrive at the field, and the first thing you notice is how quiet it is. The field looks empty, save for a few stray balls scattered on the grass. Your heart sings. Uh-oh, somebody's gone on a murdering spree. Stand there for a moment. Maybe you missed him. Maybe he just finished practice or taken off early. Scan the area, trying to spot Dakota, but there's no sign of him. Feel a cold lump of disappointment settle in your stomach. Where is he? Just as you turn to leave, you hear footsteps behind you. You freeze, hoping that's Dakota, but when you turn around, you see a familiar face. One of the baseball team players. Zach, or whatever his name is. A little taller than Dakota, with messy brown hair and laid-back vibe. Seen him around, but you never really talked to him before. Waves at you, slight smile on his face, a little too wide. Like he's trying to be friendly, but doesn't quite know how to act. Hey, you've been hanging around with Dakota, right? You nod, you test tiny a little at the mention of his name. Yeah, we've hung out a couple of times. Is he here? I was hoping to catch him here. Zack's face drops slightly as he looks away for a moment, though trying to figure out how to respond. A brief moment of awkward silence between you two. He sighs, shoulder slumping as the weight of something unspoken is finally getting to him. Oh, I don't think Dakota's been around. We haven't seen him much, actually. Is everything okay? Blinks, surprised by his tone. Not sure he was asking out of genuine concern or just curiosity. Makes you uncomfortable either way. Feel the knot in your stomach tighten. I don't know. It's been kind of quiet lately. I haven't heard from him in a few days, actually. Yeah, we noticed that. Hasn't been showing up to practice much either. I also thought you two were, together, you know. Words hit you like a punch into the gut. Try to ignore the heat rising in your cheeks as you take the moment to process what he said. Does that just imply that you and Dakota were a thing? That's what everyone thought? Your mind races as you feel an uncomfortable flutter in your chest. I wasn't sure what to make of your connection with Dakota, but hearing it so matter-of-factly like this makes everything feel even more confusing. Well, we've definitely hung out, yeah. Something seems to click in Zack's mind, and he nervously scratches his head. I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to, make things weird. Just that, Dakota talks about you sometimes. Thought maybe you'd know where he went. He hasn't been showing up and we're all kind of worried. Figured you two were close. Her face flushed at the implication. The idea that Dakota had been talking about you behind your back, that he mentioned you to his teammates, somehow, feels more personal than anything that's happened so far. Not sure what to say. Sure of how to explain what's going on when you don't even understand it yourself. I don't know. Wish I did. I tried to reach out to him, but he's been quiet. Haven't heard from him at all. Zack sighs again, clearly frustrated, but he tries to keep it together. Scratches the back of his neck, looking down at the ground for a moment before meeting your eyes. Yeah, well, we're all kind of worried. Sorry, he's been acting different lately. Like he's been more distant, Guess it's messing with everyone a little. You nod, waiting for his words sitting heavily on your chest. It's not just you, then. Something you could offer Dakota, it's not because of what happened between you two. Something else going on. Anyway, sorry to bother you. That probably isn't helping much, but just thought you might know. Pauses before giving a small shrug. Hope everything's okay, though. Didn't mean to make it awkward. No, it's okay. Appreciate you telling me. Zack nods, looking a little relieved that the conversation seemed to be coming to an end. Turned to head back towards the practice field. Take care, alright. Hopefully things will get better. Watch him go, thoughts still swirling with confusion and uncertainty. Conversation doesn't provide any answers, only more questions. Why hasn't Dakota been around? What's going on with him? You linger at the edge of the field for a moment longer, heart heavy with worry. Dakota's acting distant, his teammates are concerned. The more you think about it, the more unsettled you feel. What's going on with him? Wish you could figure it out, but every answer you get only raises more questions. Turn away from the field, throats echoing in the silence as you make your way down the familiar path towards the gate. Pull out your phone, tapping on Dakota's name, your thumb hovering over the keyboard for a moment. Hesitate, wondering if you should text him again. What do you say? Hey, where you been? Seems a bit too direct. Are you okay? It feels too personal. In the end, you settle for something simple. You don't want to come across as too needy, but you want to reach out to him, to check in. Hey, it's been a while. Hope you're doing alright. Hit send and almost immediately doubt creeps in. What if he doesn't reply again? What if you're just annoying him? You sent him 4 messages now since he's vanished. Somewhat churns at the thought. You tuck your phone back into your pocket. Try to tell yourself that you're overthinking it, but the pit in your stomach refuses to settle. It's hard to walk it off. It's not a long walk to your apartment from here, and even the fresh air will help you clear your head. Uh-oh. I don't like this. That we're going down a spooky hole alleyway. Especially with our with how much we've upset you-know-who. Step onto the sidewalk, you absentmindedly take a wrong turn. Yeah, probably the worst time to make a wrong turn. Didn't notice it at first, too preoccupied with your phone and your thoughts. As you keep walking, the surroundings start to look unfamiliar. Buildings are older, run down, and the usual city buzz fades into the background. Shadows stretch longer as you walk deeper into the alleyway. A place that feels far removed from the busy streets you walked through 1,000 times before. You stop for a moment, looking around, suddenly aware of how out of place you feel. You should turn back. Something isn't right. Oh great, of course we get a text message from him now. Just as you decide to turn around, a faint sound catches your attention. Chime like a notification from a phone. Almost imperceptible at first, but makes you pause. Coming from further down the alley. Okay, it's not my phone, which is even worse. A little farther than when you were standing. Walk a few more steps, the air growing heavier, silence more oppressive. Then, as you round the corner, your heart skips a beat. There in the dim light, you see a figure. It's Dakota. This is not good. You think I wouldn't find that fucking email? No. Sending over someone. It's back to you. But there's something so wrong about the scene that your breath catches in your throat. He's not mad at us, he's mad at the guy. You know how I was mentioning about him going on a murdering spree earlier? I think he's just started. Can't quite make out who he's standing over, but can hear the sound of something hard hitting your flesh. Dull, sickening thud. Oh, I think I have a good idea who it is. Yeah, maybe now is a good time to run while he hasn't noticed us yet. Glasses catch your lip, and you couldn't stop it. Well, fuck, never mind, too late. Dakota stiffens. Turning sharply towards you, his face is twisted in something dark. Something you've never seen before. It takes you a second to process what's happening, but when you finally do, the words leave your mouth before you can stop them. What are you doing? I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. Unless you think that's all ketchup or strawberry jam all over his clothes and mouth. Might be just a messy eater, who knows? Curtis stands still for a moment, his body tensing. His eyes flicker to the man lying on the ground. Only then do you see who it is. It's Dylan. The same Dylan from the email. Oh God. Now he's crumpled on the ground, his face bloody, his body barely moving. Dakota stands over him, holding a baseball bat. His chest heaving with each breath. The expression is cold, calculating. Slowly his gaze shifts towards you. For the first time, he seems to realize you're standing there, watching. Oh, how the roles are reversed. There's a flicker of recognition in his eyes, but it's fleeting. His expression hardens again. He straightens up. lying back to the side and holding his hands up, as if to say he wouldn't dare hurt you. Red. Oh, I'm sure we're going to be covered in red later, in a bit. Wasn't good enough for you. I don't want him anywhere near you. He's been watching you, getting too close. You don't need him. You've always been mine. Words hit you like a punch to the gut. Like everything you thought you knew about Dakota is unraveling before your eyes. This isn't the person you've been spending time with. One who's been so charming. No, this is something else entirely. This is something darker. You want to scream, to run, but your feet feel rooted to the spot. Try to speak, but the words catch in your throat. What is this, Dakota? Why are you doing this? Dakota doesn't respond right away. Takes a few steps closer to you, his eyes still locked on yours. There's no remorse in his gaze, no apology, just a strange intensity that you can't understand. He looks different, like a dog that's only upset because it got scolded. Because I want you. You don't need anyone else. You'll understand that soon enough. We can react. Dakota takes another step forward, this time closing the distance between you. His hand reaches up, brushing a strand of hair from your face. His touch is gentle, albeit a little sticky. And not that kind of sticky. Get your mind out of the gutter. Not sure how to react, but a gut-wrenching feeling that something's gone terribly wrong churning inside you. You don't need to be afraid. I'll take care of everything. I'm sure you will. You and me, we can make it work. You just have to trust in me. Stand there, unable to move, your mind racing. Can't make sense of what's happening. Heart pounds in your chest as his hand moves to the side of your face, fingers gently tracing the outline of your jaw. Then, as if it's the most natural thing in the world, Dakota leans in, his lips brushing against your cheek. You freeze. Breath hitches in your throat as his lips press against your skin, warm and soft. You're everything to me. You know that, right? Feel the weight of his words settle deep inside you. They should make you feel something, anything, but instead, they leave you feel numb. Want to pull away, to scream, to run. But part of you, a small part, can't. You're paralyzed by the intensity of the moment, by the darkness you're now seeing in Dakota's eyes. Dakota's face is mere inches from yours now. His breath is warm against your skin. His eyes flicker down to your lips, and you can feel his anticipation. The air around you feels thick, suffocating. He waits, his expression expectant, his body leaning in closer. Gives you a choice, or at least it feels like he is. His hands are now gently cupping your face, but his grip is firm, like he's holding you in place. No, we are not doing that. Maybe he can clean up his face a little bit before we kiss him, but yeah, I think we see enough here. Let's go away. You feel a sudden intense surge of panic. It's like primal that forces you to pull away from Dakota's embrace. Breath hitches in your chest as you push away against him, words spilling out before you can stop them. No, Dakota, this isn't right. I can't do this. This isn't what I want. You killed someone. Dakota freezes in your rejection, hand lingering in the air as if reaching for something that's already slipping away from him. His expression shifts in an instant. His eyes, once soft and filled with affection, harden. All that was there fades into something darker, more possessive, like a shadow creeping over him. What? No. He steps back, shock in his eyes turning quickly in disbelief. You rejected me after everything? I mean, I rejected you at the start, so why are you surprised? Take a step back, your heart racing in your chest. Never seen him like this. Never imagined him reacting this way. I mean, why the fuck are you surprised after everything we dealt with him? He's been kind of acting weird and creepy this entire time. The one that once surrounded you feels cold and suffocating now. Looks at you, his gaze flickering between hurt and anger, as if he's torn between two completely different emotions. I knew I shouldn't have let myself feel this way. I should have known that someone like you would never want me. I should have known better than to let myself believe you'd care. Words sting. You feel a twist in your gut. Regret and sadness in his voice are almost too much to bear. But beneath that hurt is a coldness that makes your skin crawl. Just a distraction, weren't you? Someone to amuse me. Someone to feel something. Something changed as the reality of the situation hits you. This isn't just anger anymore. I thought you understood him, but now you realize just how little you knew. Oh, how little you knew indeed. I shouldn't have trusted you. I shouldn't have let myself believe that there was anything real between us. Don't even understand what you've done, do you? You betrayed me. Let me guess, I'm gonna be killed like Dylan, right? Steps forward, his gaze locked on you. The anger in his eyes now is simmering to something more dangerous. You feel your breath catch in your throat, your entire body frozen in place. Fear grips you tightly as he moves closer, every step sending a chill down your spine. I should have never deluded myself into thinking that someone like you could ever truly care about me. Think I'm some kind of monster, huh? Well, maybe you're right. I'm not that kind of person who deserves the things I want. Could I? But I'm not going to let you ruin me. Not after everything I've done. Sun shift in his demeanor is terrifying. You can feel the rage of betrayal swirling in him. Realize with horror that there's no reasoning with him now. He is beyond that. Beyond you. Without warning, Dakota pulls the baseball bat from his side, gripping it tightly with both hands. The sound of the metal against his palm makes you flinch. The realization dawning on you in an instant. Yep, I knew this was about to happen at some point. I won't let you leave. Not like this. Words hang in the air as he raises the bat. In an instant, you know exactly what he intends to do. Not just angry anymore. He's dangerous. Panic floods your chest, heart pounding in your throat as you realize the full weight of what you just rejected. This isn't just a simple confrontation anymore. This is something much more terrifying. Ready to hurt you. You can see it in his eyes. You have to move. You can't just stand there and let him do this. You have to get away, but your legs feel like they're glued to the ground. Fear paralyzing you. You need to act fast. Run to the street. Down for the open street, hoping to find anyone to help. As you make it halfway, you hear Dakota's voice behind you, low and full of malice. Really think you can outrun me? Alright, didn't think that through, did I? I forgot, he's, very fit and everything. Before you can react, the bat swings down with a sickening thud, catching you in the side. Crumple to the ground, and pain flaring through your body as darkness takes over. Don't even hear Dakota's final words before everything fades away. Whoops. Dead end. Oh, that was a dead end, alright. Okay, we gotta go into the nearby alley. Hopefully this will work. See a narrow alley up ahead. Heart races as you sprint towards it, dodging debris and pushing yourself to run faster. Dakota's footsteps are heavy behind you, but you hear him starting to fall behind as you push your legs harder, adrenaline pumping. Make it to the alley's dead end, panting heavily. Sound of Dakota's boots pounding the pavement behind you signals that he is still coming. Glance around, but there's no immediate escape. You have seconds before he catches up. Every instinct is telling you to fight back. call for help. But you know no one's around. You need to survive. Another one. We hide. I don't think confronting him would be a good idea, especially after our last encounter. I quickly duck behind a pile of discarded boxes, holding your breath as Dakota passes by, tension in the air palpable. His bat swings near you, but he doesn't see you. Got yourself a few precious seconds. Can't hide forever. I'll find you. Wait, holding your breath. Try not to make a sound. Happy is deafening. Somehow you manage to remain still enough. Dakota is close, but you feel a surge of hope as he passes by, unaware of your hiding place. You feel your feet moving on their own. Make a mad dash for any exit that will lead you to. You have to go. You have to get as far away as possible. Okay, good thinking. Train station is your last option. Buy a one-way ticket, leaving the town behind you and your life in dust. Memory of Dakota fading with every passing mile. Can't report what happened to the police. Can't even come back. It's too dangerous. Last train pulls away from the station. Watch as you pass, your identity, the person you were, slips further into the distance. All that's left now is survival. Hey, I got the escape end! Yay, I'm headed out alive! They're like a fix him. I can fix him ending, I bet there is. But I think that's a good ending to end it off. I know there are definitely other endings. Mostly all ones that lead to your death, probably. But, yeah, I'm going to leave that up to you guys to find. This game is completely free, so if you want to check it out and see what other endings you can get, maybe you're one of the crazy people that actually like this kind of people, because I know there's people out there that do exist, that like this type of man or woman, so if you guys want to check this out and get those other endings, link will be down in the description below, and yeah, maybe don't be as dumb as this main character and think that you can either fix them or stuff like that wouldn't happen to you, because it absolutely can, so yeah, stay safe out there.